So with that, I'll bring this open standing committee of finance to order, today being December 17th. Just to let people know that we have Councillor Hambrick online. We have the remainder of council around the table. Councillor Dale is not available at this point in time. And we have some senior staff around the table. Just let people know that this is an audio video feed is being broadcast and recorded via Zoom, and copies of this are available on the Town of Golden YouTube page. Start by acknowledging that the land in which we gather is a shared ancestral, traditional, and unceded territory that's Aha and Secwepemc people. Golden is also home to the Métis Nation Columbia River Society and other diverse Indigenous heritage. We're grateful to have the opportunity to live and work in this territory. Given the late evening last night, due to the public hearing and the holiday train, this may not flow as well as it normally, so my apologies in advance. With that, I go to Ms. Seville and ask if there are any late items.
There are no late items, just the report that came that was expected, that was forthcoming, that was received last night.
Thank you for that. So council, looking for the adoption of the meeting agenda as presented. Councillor Rutley, second by Councillor Manuel. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried unanimously. And council, the adoption of the minutes of the last open standing committee and finance meeting that was held on November 19th. Looking for a mover of those minutes. Councillor Guio, seconded by Councillor Cooper. Council, any errors or omissions in those minutes? Seeing here none. All those in favor? Opposed? Council, any business arising from those minutes? No delegations, no correspondence, and we're on to reports and the CFO with regards to the 2026-2030 operating budget for water, sewer, waste, and recycling services. Ms. Brown.
Thank you, Mayor Ozist. This afternoon, we're going to be talking about water and sewer. Waste and recycling will be reserved for a later meeting in January. So we'll start with water services. I'll let you flip to the right page.
So I'm feeling much better because you said this afternoon and I'm going, oh my God, it's only morning. We're all in the same boat. We're all in the same boat. It's okay.
All right, so we are going to start with the water services operational budget. Revenue this year was impacted by the impending adoption of the Water System Rates and Regulations bylaw number 1504/2026. So there is a 25% increase to the water fees. But a lot of that is as a result of infrastructure. And so you will see a significant increase to reserve funds. And so that is shown as a transfer to the water capital fund, and it will go into the water capital reserve. So water utility fees have gone from approximately $1,025,000 up to 1.3 million in 2026, and then 4%, 5% per year thereafter until such time as the rates and fees bylaw are adopted to solidify those estimates. You'll see that the actuals for 2025 are at approximately 90%. That is with the quarterly utilities for the fourth quarter yet to be billed. And so that should come in, if not equal to, then more than the original budget, which is very good news. Water frontage tax remains the same and is to be delved into in the years to come. And so that just remains stable throughout the 5-year financial plan. And then interest and penalties were budgeted at about $50,000 and are not actually recorded until year end. And so you'll see a small amount of interest in there, but the larger version will be coming as a year end entry. So not to fret. In 25, there was some revenue from grants and also some recoverable works that were performed. And we don't have any that we're budgeting for in the years 26 to 2030. Obviously, that can change if an excellent opportunity comes up. And that would be coming forward to council as a separate resolution should that occur. In terms of operating expenses, this year there was a new QP agreement that was negotiated starting in January 2026. And so there is an increase to salaries, wages, and benefits, a little bit of an offsetting decrease in benefits, and so not too large in terms of expenditures. For contracted and general services, you'll see a little bit of variability in the increases. As you can see, there are percentage lines there under the operating expense totals. So 9.2% increase in 2026. Those costs are a little bit more firm, while the others are more estimated. In 27, it's a 4.1% increase in operating expenses, 0.3 in 28, 6.9 in 29, and down 1% in 2030. This is as a result of variable projects. And so there is a plan within the Public Works Department to address some infrastructure, but mainly operating projects, such as repairs and maintenance, and the costs of those do vary year by year. And so you'll see a little bit of a change year over year in terms of material supplies and contracted services. So next we have principal and interest on debt. And we are at about 98%. So we've got mostly recorded in 2025. The plan for 26 through 2030 will actually see 3 loans retire. And so loan 102 comes off the books in 2028. Loan 103 comes off the books in 29, and loan 105 comes off the books in 2030, leaving us only loan 162, which was the most recent one where it was the alternative approval process, I believe, that we went through for, can't remember, 6th Avenue or 6th Street over by IGA. So that's the only one. Thank you. And so that's it for principal and interest on debt. The transfer to Water Capital Fund, as indicated previously, will be going directly to the Water Capital Reserve. And you can see that it increases year over year, with a significant increase in 2026 due to the increased water utility fees. Operating projects in 2025. The first 3 were planned for, and the last was a grant that we had received. And so we'll be coming forward as an amendment. And so all of those are near completion, with the water system structure asset management study to be completed in 2026. And then there are a few other projects on the books operationally for 2026, including Bears Paw reservoir repairs. I believe this is corrosion related. I couldn't fit all the words in there. So repairs for corrosion, and then the Bears Paw reservoir cathodic protection. And similarly, the Northeast Green Reservoir cathodic protection will be happening in 2027, and then a hydrant flow testing in 2030. So that brings to close basically the water services operating budget, and I welcome any questions about it. I've also included in your handout and online a copy of the capital budget, just as they do have some interplay in terms of the infrastructure that's happening as well as the operating. So nice to see the full picture in front of you. I'll let you discuss.
Hey, Council, any questions or queries at this point in time? Councilor Cooper?
Sure, I'll start. Interest and penalties, that is, I'm assuming taxpayers paying to us late bills. How it's budgeted, is this a consistent number? Like, how are we budgeting? What if everyone miraculously pays their bill on time and there is no interest and penalties? Like, is this historically every year? Is it a set thing, or how do we budget? Why is it, I guess, why is it included in the budget when we don't know the costs?
Excellent question. Thank you, Councillor Cooper. When it comes to interest and penalties, it's both interest and penalties on late payments of utility fees, which is a very small portion of this budget. The major portion of this budget is actually the interest on the capital reserve. So the interest on the reserves actually form 90% of this budget. There is a small amount that we budget, knowing that there will be, and that's based on past trends, that there will be approximately 3,000 to 5,000 in terms of late interest and penalties on utility bills. But we certainly don't like to overestimate that. If everybody pays their bills on time, which is the ultimate goal, then certainly we wouldn't have very much money. So simply the interest on that reserve portion. Thank you.
Thank you. No follow-up, Counselor Guil?
What is the interest you're making on the reserves? Like, what's the percentage?
Ms. Brown?
That is an excellent question that I would have to look into for you and get back to you. I believe it was over 5% last year, but I would have to look into it. If I looked at 2024 for the interest, I believe we were closer to $100,000. So this is a very conservative estimate in terms of what should occur at year end. I don't like to budget at the higher mark, because if it doesn't come through, then we are underwater a little bit.
Okay, Counselor Manuel?
And if I remember correctly, we are constrained by what we invest in for our any savings for any reason or any thing, because it's conservative, like a lot of other situations where we do not take a lot of risk, because the province, even the feds, probably don't want us gambling. So we are limited with, there may be nicer options out there in terms of how to say return, but we're constrained to relatively conservative choices in terms of investment. Is that correct?
Ms. Brown?
Thank you for your question. It is correct. We are required by legislation to maintain a very, very secure portfolio. At this point in time, we maintain that in the form of short-term GICs through our local credit union, as well as bonds and money market funds, and those are held through the Municipal Finance Authority.
Any other questions, Counselor? Counselor Hambrick? Anything on your end?
No, thanks. I had one question, but Carolyn answered it regarding the MFA and the investments. So thank you.
Okay, thank you. Say again. Counselor Dale, are you online? Ms. Seville, is he online? Okay. Okay, anyways, Counselor Dale, if you have anything, just kind of speak up, please. So I haven't had a chance to review this, but there's a couple things that go through my mind quickly as I'm hearing the information this morning. First, I guess it's with regards to, trying to find the line here. Principal and interest on debt and the debt payments. We're paying off 3 loans over 3 different years, 28, 29, and 30. Do we have a sense of what that will increase our borrowing capacity in those years?
That is an excellent question as well. I would have to look into it. But I believe the current loans were done approximately 20 years ago, and I think that the rates were a little more favorable at that time. So I think we could probably have debt to a similar level, but it would cost us more. So I would have to calculate that for you to let you know.
Okay, and my thought process is that if we're freeing up debt that provides us more capacity to be able to borrow for some of the infrastructure projects that are needed coming down the road, and it's good to know what that volume is, so we actually plan that into those projects, looking at both grants and tax dollars. So then my question related to that is kind of what's our borrowing capacity with regards to capital projects presently to be able to deal with some of this infrastructure?
So as a part of our capital plan, we would have gone through the ability, and I don't believe right now that we are doing much in terms of water services borrowing. 100% of the capital projects are being funded by the Water Capital Reserve at this point in time. There could be room for more borrowing, but that would have to be calculated at a later date with a planned project in place. And I do know that there are a few at the moment, including one where there is an application. So the SHIFT grant, which is for, that's for the sewer. And so borrowing in all areas would impact one area, as well as two planned projects where we would be front ending. And so it would really depend in terms of how those come to fruition, what grants come forward, and that would be part of the major capital plan discussions for next year, once again, as we've had those previously. And I think we're in good shape.
Okay, so I'm gonna follow up if there's no other questions. I'm looking at the operating projects. We don't have a lot of operating projects planned at this point in time going into 27, 28, and 29. And I would actually say we don't have a whole lot for 26 either. And that's a good thing because that leads me to believe we're in good shape from an operational perspective. We've increased the tax or the fees by 25% on water. So we're putting a whole bunch more money into reserves. And I'm hearing that's going into the water capital fund. So because it's coming from fees, I'd like to relate in my mind what projects coming down the pipe from the water capital fund that need to be addressed with these additional revenues through the increase in fees. Is that a fair question?
Certainly. I would note that in the capital plan in 2026, there is a project for over 2.6 million, I believe, without looking directly. Sounds about right. 2.6, and that is coming entirely from the Water Capital Reserve. And so the next 5 years will be rebalancing that reserve and bringing it back up to plan for the next project. In any one given year on the current plan, projects in the water capital world often range from 1 to 3 million. And we're contributing less, maybe a quarter of that per year. So once that initial capital project is completed, these contributions to the reserve will go back to building it back up and ensuring that we can do both the operating and the capital projects that are still remaining to be done. Of note would be that a lot of those operating projects, these are the operating projects down below are some that have been identified as a result of grants or as a result of upcoming repairs, but there are ongoing repairs and maintenance and larger projects also contained within the contracted and general services and materials and supplies and utilities. So it should be noted that there are every year things that the Public Works Department are doing to ensure that the water service operates smoothly and is in good repair as much as possible.
Absolutely. And just to kind of finish my train of thought, because if I'm Joe Public and if I'm looking at this, I'm going, holy smoke. It's not the word I thought of, but it started with an S. You've increased my fees by 25%. You're taking a whole bunch more money from me, and it's just going into reserves. So we need to, on our communications, be able to, I guess, defend the rationale behind that 25% increase in that. And the example, your one example of a $2.6 million project in 2026 is part of that rationale, absolutely. But in isolation, if I looked at this, I'd go, you guys are fools. Why are you doing this to me? You're taking tax dollars money from me and putting it into a capital reserve fund without that information about where those expenditures are. So for me, this is all good for us to analyze it from this perspective, but we need to, in our communications, relay to the public, we're doing this, and these are the reasons why we're doing it. I mean, there's long-term plans. We're making up for 40 years of lack of financial attention to to these services, but that's got to be part of the communications. I'll quit right there and I'll go to Councilor Cooper.
I just had a question about when we see Bear Paw Reservoir and the repairs. We've heard that there is no backup generator plan now, but if we were to bring something like that forward, would that be included in, would it come from the transfer funds, or could we project it in, or how would that work if we were looking at having some kind of backup generator system put forth?
Mr. Cochran?
Through your worship, you bet. We can certainly look into that in terms of determining magnitude of cost and a possible plan to do that. There are some options we could look at. We could look at simply designing and installing a transfer switch with a manual hookup so that we have a mobile generator that goes up and plugs in. That'd be a rented generator. Or we could look at a permanently placed generator, which is sort of part of the larger plan with respect to station renewal, would be a permanent generator. If I could add also, so we can look into that. If I could also add, one of the conversations I had with the CAO is following the utility rate increases, sort of the next thing we need to do is exactly what you said, and that's map out a long-term capital replacement plan that fits with the revenues that are being generated. We haven't done that yet, but we can communicate out that based on the study work that was completed with our consultant, that we know what the separation is if we're going to go all in on asset renewals from our master plans. We can communicate out that we're working on mapping this out, but we're 115% off the mark for water and 55% off the mark for sewer, according to the master plans that were just generated. So we've got the information, we just don't have it tabulated yet.
And ready for public consumption.
Yeah, but we can certainly message that the information is there. It just needs to be assembled in a way that's
Understandable.
consumable, understandable
Yeah.
by Joe Public.
So I'm gonna be so bold as to ask the timelines that, because we're gonna be dealing with the public response to a 25 and a 15% fee increases for these two utilities sooner rather than later. So I look to staff, I wonder about the timeline on having that publicly consumable information available. I got a whole bunch of speakers here. I'll go to Ms. Brown and then I'll go to Mr. Routley.
In council's most recent strategic plan, there is the inclusion of the long-term financial plan for asset management, and that project is well underway at this point in time. And so it is my hope that by Q2, Q3 of next year, we should have a holistic plan for all of the assets. Certainly the data that has been gathered by the Director of Operations in terms of all of the asset condition assessments and the most recent work on the utility rate structure will well inform that, and will be able to support the renewal of these assets and the raising of the fees. So part of that plan does include communication to the public in a user-friendly manner is my hope. And I have seen some of the work of the consultant that we're using, and I think it will be very excellent for all of them. In the meantime, there is a slight gap with the two, but we do know that there is a large infrastructure deficit, as there are in many communities. And so continuing that with that message, with some of that good communication to back it up next year will certainly help, I would hope.
Okay, thanks. That I have some follow-up, but I have a whole bunch of speakers. So I'll go to Councilor Routley, then Councilor Guio, then Councilor Cooper. No, okay.
Thank you, Mayor.
No.
In some of my conversations that I've already had with folks around water and sewer utility rates, the fees, you know, I'm already sending them to that consultant report. You know, it has that horizon. It's not as pretty, say, as the financial plan, you know, layout, and certainly we're looking at a much larger event horizon of you know 25 years. And so that would be a pretty massive piece of paper, but you know, right away it lays out those 1 to 5 year projects, the 6 to 10, 11 to 25 that paint a pretty stark picture, and then tie that in with the rest of the analysis by that consultant, and pretty quickly they're like, oh, okay, it's fair enough, and you know, some comparisons to those other communities that are similar to ours. It's like, okay, you know, we've had a good thing going with the water and sewer rates, and to see the assets that are due for renewal, whether it's facilities or mains or vehicles, or things within the treatment plant, or you know, it's a pretty clear picture for those that like these tables, but definitely a consumable. Look forward to seeing what that would look like.
So with the consultant's recommendation was a 10% increase, correct? Now,
Something I have to
borrowing is
remind you.
opening up. Borrowing is opening up. So like, is this 25% increase really necessary now that we know that this borrowing is opening up? And if anything that we're front loading, would the developers be paying those borrowing costs?
All good
If
questions.
we borrow to front load something, would the developers be paying those interest charges and costs?
Ms. Brown, sorry.
Thank you. Excellent question. With the agreements, I believe that at yesterday's meeting, Phil brought forward a schedule that indicated each of the types. So there were 4 different types in the schedule as far as I can recall. And the interest fees that are associated with any borrowing or front loading of those agreements will eventually be collected in the long run. And so there would be no fees associated with it and no final cost to the municipality except for the time that the money was held and not available for cash flow purposes. So there is definitely borrowing opening up in the next 5 years, but we are definitely trying to hold off until that long-term financial plan is available such that we can properly schedule that draw on debts, etc.
Any follow-up?
I just find that increase of 25%, if it's not going into reserves without having the full picture, is concerning when the consultant had said 10%.
Actually, just, does anybody recall, was it 10% for water? Mr. Cochran?
Yeah, through your worship, the original recommendation coming out of the report was 10% for water plus 2.5% for inflation, and 5% for sewer and 2.5% for inflation.
So 12.5 and 7.5.
So we doubled them.
Yeah, okay,
Which-
thank you.
Yeah, okay.
I just was trying to get the information. I see Mr. Armstrong had his hand up. I'll go to him before I go to Councilor Manuel.
I was just going to speak briefly to the items that the town has either committed to or spoken of committing to front end. And that's the 12th Street lift station and pipes that go from the lift station to just underneath the train tracks on the other to the other side, the east side of the train tracks. The way that is set up is that development will basically pay back the town all of its expenses. We'll collect those charges. That's about $2,700 a dwelling unit until such time as we're made whole. And then for the Pine Drive sewer project, the alternative alignment, we haven't entirely worked out how that one would occur. We would bring that forward to council at a later date. Those are the 2 that the town has front-ended or spoken of front-ending. And there's other projects that the town has done that benefit development, like the well and other items, but there's limited capacity really to front end a lot of growth related infrastructure.
Thank you. Counselor Manuel?
Just kind of curious, it's interesting that we're looking at this now because, after we listened to last night, I'm just wondering if we go ahead with the Sevens project and, accept their, contribution, how will that affect us financially?
Who's able to speak to that one from a staff perspective? Mr. Cochran, please.
Through your worship, I can respond. I'll just say that if the developer was going to contribute 2.2 to renew the station, then that's 2.2 less than that we would have on our books to spend for renewal of the station. Does that answer your question?
Any follow-up, Counselor Manuel?
Just trying to gather information.
Counselor Guil?
I don't know if this has been thought of, but is there a possibility for a local improvement charge for that area where the residents up there front ends that booster station, and then if any development that happens up there afterwards, that they come in and pay for what the residents front ended?
Mr. Cochran or Ms. Brown? You guys decide.
Well, through your worship, I can say that it hasn't been discussed internally, a local service area tax, but it could be.
Because it is actually servicing that area.
Yeah, and
Mr.
other experts.
Dindigar?
Thank you. Other legal experts may jump in if I got this incorrectly, but I'm pretty sure that LSA does require approval of the electors. It can be initiated by them or a council, but it still does require 50% approval of 50% value property owners. So it could be actually shot down by the area itself. So it's not something we'd want to necessarily have.
Follow up.
I just think it's something that we should consider. I don't think that we the other one seems like an easy route, but it's the electors that are living up there that have the biggest problems with this situation. And I think if it was over 5 years, it would be a significant amount of money, but the more I'm reading into this, I think we should give them the option.
Mr. Armstrong, you able to respond?
Yeah, I was just going to add that that would also impact our borrowing capacity, and then as Councillor Guillau's alluding to, it would spread the burden to those that would benefit or from that infrastructure. And there is an argument that it's growth related infrastructure, but if we wanted to renew that infrastructure sooner and put it on the residents on the hill, then they would all have to contribute and pay back the loan over a period of time, and then versus the developer coming in and paying for it. The other thing I'll add to the concept of a local improvement area is one day when basically after these two other properties are developed, I could see that potentially being a way to address some of the transportation issues, say Bull Evans Road. Now Selkirk Hill is a DCC project, but let's say we wanted to execute that project sooner and adjust it and have part of it paid for by a local improvement area, because it'll take the DCC program's a 20-year program, so it could take a long time to get enough money to do Selkirk Hill. Based on growth forecasting and such. So that's definitely an area where, in discussions internally here, we've toyed around with maybe a local improvement area would pay for a portion of that, general taxation and DCCs. But then there's the Bull Evans Hill as well.
Follow up.
I just think the local improvement charge, couldn't the developer come in later and pays appropriately based on the number of units that they're putting in like after the fact, so that the residents up there that do front this, that they would get reimbursed like we would if we had fronted a infrastructure.
It sounds like a great concept if we have the borrowing capacity and it's the highest priority type of thing.
It wouldn't be borrowed. it doesn't seem like this needs to be done tomorrow. It seems that it could last, like, they could collect the money over 5 years to do it.
Okay, we'd look to staff to see if that's the way it could happen without impacting any operations. Mr. Cochran, are you able to speak to that?
Your worship, yeah, based on at least the initial first round look at the condition of the facility, it's age-based. On an age-based basis, it's scheduled to reach end of life in 5 to 10 years. Yeah,
In 5 to 10
strictly
years.
age-based. So mechanically, we've got there's an allowance in the 5-year capital plan for replacement of the existing pumps in the station, which is just simple pump replacement, just to ensure that they're reliable. And otherwise, it's regular maintenance.
Do you have a ballpark of what that capital would be?
We've got 50,000 budgeted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got Mr. Armstrong had his hand up, but it's down now. Looking around the table, Councilor Manuel.
Just wondering if we're looking at local improvement areas, do we do one only or do we make it a broader thing within the town? I think I was living up there and I was we did the local improvement areas, but it was, specific to us. I might start to wonder. So I'm just kind of curious what you think. Do you think about using this more readily in other areas for other projects?
Not at this time. There's a reason that this option exists. I think it makes sense for this project.
Okay, so I'm going back to the fee increase, adding more dollars into the capital reserves to be able to address some of the work. And I think about, I'm sorry, I can't remember, but the capital projects that are coming up, I heard in 2026, we have a $2.6 million project. What's happening? And it sounds like some of these projects are kind of front-ended in the next few years. I guess my thought process is what is the magnitude of the capital projects that need to happen in the next 5 years that would warrant that increase in contributions to the reserves so that we are able to address them in a timely fashion and not have failure in any of our core services. Ms. Brown?
So I would note that the reason that the reserves have increased was as a direct result of the report that was presented to council and a decision made to increase it by that 25% based on the projects identified by the consultant and the director of public works. Some of those are not yet identified within the capital plan as unfunded, but could have been at that time. It was simply the timing of the reports that the one came out before the other. And therefore, the increase to the reserves is a slow progression towards where we actually should be at this point in time. And the 25%, Chris, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's not even bringing us up to the level of contribution that the consultant recommended. Up to whole. I know he said 12% to start and then it was doubled, but over the course of the next few years, it was set to increase as well. And so there are sufficient background paperworks and reports to support this increased contribution to the reserve, and they are going directly into that 25% increase in the fees is directly going into the reserve fund in order to make that long-term financial plan. I hope I answered your question.
Sorry?
I hope I answered that.
It's putting the piece together. Mr. Cochran?
Just through your worship to remind committee, the consultant report indicated that taking water, for example, 115% off the mark. If we were at 12.5% per year, I think we'd reach the rates that we should be at in about 8 or 9 years, and sewer was 8 or 9 years at 7.5% per year. Just to give you a sense of that.
Thank you for that. And this is valuable for me personally to put it all back into context because I'm supportive of the 25%, recognizing that we were taking the initiative to expedite what has been needed to be done over the last 40 years it hasn't been done, and we're taking the bull by the horns and moving forward with it. And again, just reinforcing that we need to have, in my mind, we need to have the ducks in a row to be able to communicate this to the public in a format that they'll be able to digest, that we will all be able to digest, so that it absolutely makes sense. It's not a money grab. It's not grabbing taxes now for the future. It's to try and address a situation that's been long, decades. It's been coming together. It's been as a result of decades of doing things differently. And now we're stepping up and doing what needs to be done, and hence the increase from 12.5 to 25 in 2026, recognizing that in 2027, if I'm recalling correctly, it was going to be 25 anyways, was it? Was it a bump to 20? I can't recall.
Your worship, so we've just adopted a 1-year bylaw for water and sewer.
But what was the consultant's plan?
Pardon?
What was the consultant's plan?
The consultant's plan again was to go water 12.5% per year, out 7, 8 years, 9 years, and sewer 7.5% for 8 or 9 years. So we've got just a 1-year bylaw for our utilities, with the intent to come back to council within the year to be able to discuss meaningfully the concept of repurposing the frontage tax to potentially reduce the utility fee increases and shift some of the capital costs over to frontage taxes.
Okay, thank you for that. And your comment about the 8 years, it would take us 8 years to get to be where we need to be. And that was, if I recall correctly, that was, I think, what the intent of council was, to be able to address that sooner than those 8 years. So I appreciate that. And for me, it's a bit of an inner turmoil fight. It's like 25% is a lot of increase for folks, absolutely, but it's making up for what it should have been happening multiple years beforehand, because we didn't have the data to give us specifically to know what numbers are. And now we've got that data, and now we're going down that path. Part of me wants to say aggressively, but appropriately, I would say. And I'll go over to Mr. Cochran.
Your worship, I just wanted to add that council should keep in mind that the whole impetus for these sharp increases was coming from the information received in our recent master reports. The information just wasn't available even 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So,
and that's powerful to be at that point where we have this data. I'll go to Ms. Brown, and then I'll go to Mr. Councillor Hamburg.
Thank you, Mayor Ozust. As a result of the increased contributions to the reserve, so I'm just looking at reserve balances right now with what is planned in terms of capital, and then what we've got on the books here to be transferred to the Water Capital Fund. And prior to the 25% increase, we were looking at a closing balance of under $1 million at the end of the 5-year term. And so as a result of that increase, I'm just gonna take a look here. I can copy this across. I can tell you that we've got, now we're gonna be over 1.7 million over the course of the next 5 years with that increased contribution, which is still not the same value of one project that we'll be doing in 2026 at 2.89 million. And so that increase is slowly being contributed to the reserve. However, we're still not bringing the reserve to a level that could complete a single project.
That's a powerful statement for the public, in my mind. That's part of the communication, saying these are the rationales for doing this stuff. Yes, it hurts, but it's going to hurt worse if we don't. So just thank you for that, and I appreciate the discussion. It's been valuable for me personally, and I hope it has been for the rest of council too. Councillor Hambrick.
Yeah, thank you, Worship. Yeah, I mean, I remember the discussion when the report came in, and the one comment made by Councillor Dale was actually, let's rip the Band-Aid off and open it up and get the money into the reserves sooner than later so that we can get caught up and don't stay behind for the rest. The sooner we can catch up, the better. And that's kind of the rationale that we took at that time, so.
Thanks for the comments, Councillor Hambrick. Any other comments, Councillor Gill?
I did support this motion, but the consultant did have the master plans when they were making their recommendation of 10%. It took a long time to get into the
For
situation.
clarification, 12.5%.
12.5%. It took a long time to get into this. And so I'm torn because it is a big expense for the ratepayer at once. That's why I'm glad we didn't go with the original suggestion of 100%. But yeah, I'm torn on this, but we do have to be courageous. And I think this is a smart move. No,
Thank you for that. And personally, I would say, yes, I'm torn too, but then you digest it, you get the information. It is the right direction. Yes, it is courageous. And yes, there's going to be outfall. We're going to wear that, but we're being responsible in our leadership role. So I'll go to Councillor Rutley. You had your hand up, and then Councillor Manuel.
I guess just bringing it back to the task at hand for today around the water operating, the water operating plan. I think we've got harvested some really good communications pieces when we chat with folks around the rationales around the rate increases, the fact that it's really it's a substantial drop, but it is just a drop in a bucket that requires quite a bit more, as outlined within the consultant's reports, and just the reality that the amounts increased are just not even enough for one large water project. I guess just bringing it back, I certainly don't have any other glaring questions around the draft plan for operating. I guess just wanting to maybe try and recenter us to the task at hand.
This is all, bigger. Thank you for that. And when you say drop in the bucket, my mind kindly went to the song, There's a Hole in the Bucket. Dear Liza, dear Liza. Sorry, I digress. Councillor Manuel?
This is probably unnecessary. I do agree with this as well. We did decide on the increase, and if it allows us to get this, start working on major projects that need doing, I'm in favor, because those kind of things rarely get less expensive being deferred. They just get more expensive. So, we have the information we didn't have before. I think acting on it makes sense, because if we don't, it's just going to get more expensive.
Thank you. So what I'm hearing is we go from a need to potentially a critical need. Councillor Dale.
Yeah, I just want to reiterate as well. I'm for going aggressive to get this ball rolling here, and 25% seems palatable.
Thank you for that. Thank you for the discussion, Council, and thank you for the digression, I guess, from the task at hand. As Ms. Brown, where do we go from here?
We would continue to talk about water if there were any questions remaining, or we could move on to the sewer services at this point in time. And then subsequent to that, there would be a resolution at the end, or you could do one. You could discuss now where you're headed in terms of the water. For
So
resolution.
Would you be looking for separate resolutions, one for water, one for sewer, or combined?
That would be up to the desire of council. One resolution for both could be fine. It would simply depend on if the decision was the same for both, but we could certainly discuss it first and then decide.
Let's go on to sewer then. If there's no more questions with regards to the water, Let's move on to sewer. Our favorite subject matters.
So sewer services is very much a similar conversation to that which we just had. Simply a different deep utility. So the frontage tax does remain the same and consistent, as Director Cochran has indicated. That will be analyzed next year as a part of future rate increases or decisions to shift the burden from utility fees to frontage tax. Interest and penalties, once again, are recorded at year end, and that is mainly interest on reserves. I am noting that I made an oversight in the sewer utility fees, and I increased them by 25% as opposed to by 12.5. So I can recalculate that. Sorry, as opposed to 15%. So I'll have to recalculate that, and it will result in a decrease to the transfer to the sewer capital fund. So my sincere apologies for duplicating that. The operating expenses will remain the same, so I will walk through that. And as you discuss, I will recalculate that reserve contribution so that you'll know within this meeting. So the salaries, wages, and benefits, again, are increased this year as a result of negotiations of the updated QP agreement, as well as changes to step levels for staff and otherwise. A slight increase to some standby time, and everything else remains relatively the same and consistently increased over the course of the next 5 years. Contracted and general services, you will see in the total operating expenses that there is once again variability in the bottom line due to regular maintenance and materials that are being purchased by the utilities department. Year over year, there is a slight fluctuation within that budget, but nothing outside of a 0 to 6% increase year over year. And then we've got the principal and interest on debt. Once again, the same long-term debt will be retiring within the next few years, with 102 retiring in 28, 103 in 29, and loan 105 retires in 2030. So slowly decreasing costs in that regard as well. The transfers I'm going to recalculate for you. And then we've got a couple of operating projects that are just completing in 2026, and the rest of them have been included up above within the regular operating expenses, as they are general maintenance projects. So the sanitary system camera inspection, there's a bit of a carry forward from prior years. So 195 of the balance remains to complete the project in 26. And then the municipal wastewater regulation amendment should also be completed in 2026. So welcome any questions you have regarding these projects.
Hey, council, any comments, questions with regards to sewer? Councilor Cooper.
When I'm looking at the projects coming through the 2026-27 and the Pine Drive, that is going to be able to come out of the reserve funds, is that correct?
Mr. Cochran,
Through
sorry.
your worship, Councillor Cooper, are you looking at the capital?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if the committee wants to indulge me, I'll speak to the Pine Drive sewer main replacement now.
Okay.
Okay,
Please.
Okay, so we tendered the project this fall, as was the plan to do so. We got 7 proposals. 2 of them were quickly discounted as they were disqualified for reasons, legitimate reasons. So we had 5 proposals that we received. The lowest price proposal that we received on the project was $956,000. So quite a bit over the available budget of remaining budget of 595 for that project. So staff made the decision to cancel the tender call. So nothing, we just canceled it. The way that it was tendered was for two different pipe options, pipe size options. And there's just some background information. One of them was a 10-inch main, which was plan A. The second option was 12-inch main, which was we were desiring to get pricing for a larger pipe to even go beyond 25 years capacity because of the pipe life expectancy of many more years. That came in at the lowest price for that came in at just under $1 million. So again, 955,000 versus 990,000 as the lowest qualified bids, not including contracted min or contingency. So way off the mark with the available budget. So my intention would be to come back to council sometime this year with a proper staff report requesting a revised budget for the project, understanding that it's needed, it's necessary. It's going to be needed for these two large projects that were discussed last night on the North Bench. We have, as council is aware, we've already got a pipe up there that's over capacity that this will address. And as mentioned earlier in the conversation, this is one of the projects where we'd be looking for partial cost recovery from developers on that project. So more information than you asked for, but hopefully that
Good
helps.
information, just the same. Thank you.
Yep.
Council, comments, questions? I see in the sewer, we have a large unfunded project with being the Fifth Ave sanitary main upgrade. Kind of slipping back to the water. Is there a list of projects in the water service that are unfunded, that are high on the priority list from all the reports that we have? Mr. Cochran?
Your worship, so I'm looking at the capital financial plans then for water and sewer. There's nothing identified for unfunded water, but I can say that based on the integrated water strategy, the two highest priority, highest cost items are the renewal of the Northeast Booster Station, which is contemplated to be covered by development, and renewal of the Southeast Booster Station, which is a subject of ongoing discussion.
So on that Southeast Booster Station, there was mixed information, mixed messages last night. The one message I got was that it is not covered through DCCs and it would not be fundable by developers. So it's actually a project that needs to get done. You've identified it as a high priority, one of the two high priorities in that area. And the only way to do those is with tax dollars or grants, or to have tax dollars to leverage grants. Is that a fair takeaway?
Your worship, those are certainly some funding options. Yep.
Thank
You're
you.
correct. It's not part of the current draft DCC plan. Yeah.
Okay. And then my mind goes to how critical is that Southeast Booster Station? And
just to sort of reiterate what was discussed last night, currently it's with existing development on the South Bench, it's over capacity during max day demands by 2 liters a second, so small. Compounding that is we've got for the 25-year growth horizon, we're going to see a reservoir storage deficiency of 30 cubic meters. So there's a thought in play that when the booster station gets renewed, the pumps would be sized such that they could both address the existing deficiencies in pumping for max day demand, a 25-year growth horizon for pumping, as well as supplement that reservoir deficiency of 30 cubic meters to take that off the books, if you will. So take care of all of it through increased pumping capacity. Criticality of it right now, as I said, the sort of the first blush of the asset condition look at the station, it's circa 1971. The draft report I have before me for water asset management planning says that facilities like that should last 60 years. So just based on a timeline, it's going to time out age-based in the next 5 to 10 years. Like a lot of our infrastructure, though, that isn't to say that it couldn't function, well beyond its age-based lifespan with proper maintenance.
And then we're hoping that there isn't some catastrophic failure by virtue of its age and everybody having done the best that they could do to maintain it. It still has that potential just by virtue of age, overall age of a catastrophic failure. And we don't want to be in that situation. We want to be proactive. I thank you very much for that information. Appreciate. Any other comments from council with regards to sewer? Ms. Brown?
I have a revised copy available for council that recalculates that transfer to the sewer capital fund. If I could ask to have that brought up, and my apologies for that oversight.
Have you emailed it?
I have not re-emailed it. I can do that right now as well. Actually, I cannot. But it is available up on screen at the moment.
So,
Alicia, are you able to email that for me? I'm just not logged into my. No, me either. Sorry. I'm unable to email it at this time, but I can speak to it. The difference between the two. So if I'm looking at that operating fund, there is approximately 715,000 difference in the 5-year contributions to the reserve. So in the first year, the reserve contribution was reduced from an initial 655
140
down to 525. And then every year thereafter, it is slightly smaller. And the increase to the utility fees as a whole have gone from, let's see here. Those sewer utility fees were initially at 1.6 and are now down at 1.491. And so that's with just a 15% increase rather than a 25% increase on the sewer side. And the impact on the reserves. So if I look at the sewer capital reserve, there isn't a major project currently on the books, but there have been some significant draws within the last few years. The sewer capital plan draws approximately 3.07 million from the sewer reserve within the next 5 years. And as a result of the increase in those contributions, at the end of the 5 years, our balance is closer to 2.2 million, which is once again not nearly enough to complete one full project. Maybe one, but not two.
Thank you. So just as this, I guess, a bit of a sidebar, under the sewer capital, we have under grants, under funding sources, grants, MFA long-term debt, 1.5 million. Can you speak to that just for a sec, please?
$1.5 million, that was the remaining amount from that, initial 5 million that we have. So that is already, sitting as part of our. My apologies, I didn't have my mic on. Caught me. So the 1.5 million in MFA long-term debt is the remaining amount of the loan, from the alternative approval process of 9th Street North. That would be applied against the 12th Street Station pumps and pipes. So the 12th Street lift station, the remainder would be coming out of the sewer capital reserves, with some approximately 1.5 in 2027, for context. Was there more information that you required on that, Mayor Ozust?
No, that's good. Thank you. Council, anything else? Some deep ponderance going on. No other questions on sewer, then Ms. Brown. What's the next step?
I believe the next step would be for council to have a resolution to bring this forward to council from SCOF. And I do think that our wonderful corporate services director has prepared that for us.
Thank you for the last two words. A bit of CYA. I would move that motion. Councilor Daly seconding it or moving it?
Either or. I'm for it.
Okay, well, you can move it. I'll second it.
Okay.
Any discussion, council? Seeing here none. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried unanimously. So in your earlier opening comments, you said that recycling service, waste and recycling service is going to be dealt with at a different date. Do we have a date and time for that?
I believe at the first meeting in January.
Okay. And
The first GOF.
being old school, I'm gonna check my calendar. No, I'm just, actually, we had a SCOF meeting for tomorrow. What was that planned for?
Tomorrow would have been planned if the water and sewer discussion went over. Unfortunately, I was not able to prepare the waste and recycling in that time frame. So deferred.
Then just so for everybody's information, we'll be canceling the meeting tomorrow. Merry Christmas. That's clarity I wanted to get forward. There's no new business. Councilor Routley.
I'm moving to adjourn.
Okay. I was hoping I could get you on this one, but no. Second, motion to adjourn by Councilor Routley, second by Councilor Manuel. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried unanimously. You don't vote with both hands.